Hi guys, I am back. Thanks for watching Chaotic Crafting. I've got the coolest little idea today and it worked. I've already done one that worked, so I'm going to show you how to make your own little journal using maybe just a drink case that you probably have at your house. So the first thing I do is just kind of deconstruct the box. So now you've got this. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out, and I don't like the bump in the middle where the score line is, so I cut it right above that, and on the other side I cut it right below that. You can also, this isn't exactly square, so if you look you'll see that the side is about 1/4 of an inch shorter than the tops and the bottoms. So I just decided to just make mine even, so I want a square journal, so I cut it off, literally just folded it, cut it off. I cut off all my tabs. Then I have 10 pieces. They're almost 4 by 4, but not quite. I did go back through and try to straighten up where at least one side lines up. I'm okay if the ends are a little wonky, because that's going to be the outside of my book, but I wanted at least one side to line up. Also, what I did is on the end, I kind of liked the way this Diet Coke came together to have a Diet Coke. I am a big fan of Diet Coke, so I think I'm going to let this be my Diet Coke journal, and I'm going to keep this picture together. I'm going to let this be like a door to my journal. I'm basically using washi tape. My front cover is going to have a little book like this. I'm going to hinge it with washi tape, and my back cover I'm going to use where you hold it. I'm going to use that as like a little pocket to put stuff in. So that's going to be the back of my journal. My case wound up with like big chunks of glue, but I'm going to cover all this anyway, probably with scrapbook paper or some other journaling collage paper, so I don't care that that's kind of wonky. So I'm going to get this started. Washi tape is low tack tape. You can use masking tape, you can use Scotch tape, you can use any kind of tape you want to use. I like this because it was, I think it's 1 inch thick. And so to make my door, I'm just going to line this up as best I can. Oops. I'm just going to tape and make sure I only have half of it on here. And tear that off. So I'm going to put my door down by lining it up from the back and from the bottom, and then bending that over. That's going to be my hinge. I'm just going to cut off this excess down here because I won't need it secured on the bottom. I want it to open. And so on this one, I just have to be sure that the picture matches up. So I want to make sure when I get it lined up with my picture, I have quite a bit of overlapping, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball that with the scissors so it'll line up just right. So now I have cute little doors. This is going to be my front cover, and now I'm going to do the pocket on my back cover. I'm going to do it the same way. I'm just going to use the washi tape. Okay, so now I have a little pocket. So I have my front cover and my back cover, and all I got to do is be sure these line up pretty good from here on. I don't know why. I may have done that one on the wrong side. I'm going to cut some of that extra off. Alright, so front and back. So in between, I'm just going to layer these up. Yeah. I did have a couple that had a little notch out of it, again, where you hold it for the handle. I just want to be sure that's not on this side, that notch is not on this side. I will probably use it as a little peek through on my next page. I just want to be sure it's lined up right. And again, I'm just careful to line them up on this edge. I don't really care if they're all wonky, and they are on the other edge. I stink at cutting a straight line, no matter how hard I try. All right, so this is going to be my back piece. So the way we're going to add these together, and I'm going to cut some of this part out, but the way we're going to add that together is with the tab binding method. I don't know who invented this. I saw Dina Wakley do it on a mini book that I watched, so you can see her video on how she does it. Okay, so I have pre-cut some washi tape just because I struggle getting it off the roll and didn't want you to have to watch that. So on the tab, I'm going to do 3, then 2, then 3, then 2. So the first one is going to get 3 because I want it to be held on the tightest. So I'll grab a few of my 3s. And it doesn't really matter if you have washi tape or that's decorative or masking tape or how exact you get this, because this is just for you. Unless you do it as a gift and you want to be precise, then you can be precise. Then you open this up like it's a book. Oops. Oops, I almost had 2 there. And so your next page, I'm going to tab in between those 2. So the next page, it looks like that. Alright, the next page, I'm going to get 2 tabs in between them. And this one's a little bit thinner, but it doesn't have to be. It can be the same size if you want it to be. Then you close your book. And so once you close your book, you fold up the 3 tabs, and that holds that book in place. Oops, I need to scoot this one over a little. Okay, I just placed down 3, so now I need 3 on the next one. So I'm going to make this one the smaller tape, just because I'm trying to do a little every other one. And we're going to flip it. And on that one, I'm just going to try to make sure I line up this edge, the edge that I'm binding together, pretty good. Since I just taped 2 on that, I need 2 on this one. This is why I call it chaotic crafting, because I don't get things exact. But I will speed this up for you, so you don't have to watch me do all this. But The good thing about the tabbed books is that they do lay flat, so when we're working on it later, we don't have the spiral bound, or we don't have to worry about trying to take it out of the journal first. And so we can gesso some of these pages, we can cover them up with some scrapbooking paper or scrapbooking, some collage paper, and then we've got a cute little journal. I may even add a little ribbon to this and tie it up. So this is, I'm gonna call this video 1, and then I'll do a couple of videos showing you how I fill mine up. I hope you enjoy. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching Chaotic Crafting.